Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rika and this is a house of stitch and stash where I talk about all things cross stitching and and everything else. So it's been a week since I last saw you guys. I've been really trying hard to get these videos up and running. I'm thinking every 2 weeks, every week and a half, just depending on timing. But that is my goal, and hopefully I can stick to it. What else? Still busy unpacking the house. Still with a messy room, with messy side. But we're slowly getting the house together. Hopefully I can do like a tour of just how I kind of decorate my house and all that jazz. But anyway, um, nothing going on here. The weather in Oklahoma had been better, so it's not as hot. Watch, I'm saying this now and then tomorrow it's gonna be like freaking 100 degrees again. But anyway, yeah, it hasn't been too hot. I did have some allergy reaction to something last week, so that got me kind of feeling unwell. But yeah, other than that, I think it's been so good so far. I went to my first rodeo with my husband last weekend. I wore a cowgirl hat and cowgirl boots. So that was very fun. I had a really good time with him. And I think we're gonna go to another one. I told him I gotta make the most out of my cowgirl boots before we move out of Oklahoma, because I mean in the South at least I don't see a ton of people wearing um, cowgirl boots. So I don't know if I'm going to be wearing it outside of Texas, Oklahoma, as well as like wearing my cowgirl hat. But here it's like kind of common. I see people all the like everywhere I go that they wear the whole thing, just normal day to day. But anyway, that was fun. Ate food. I had like funnel cake. What else? Yeah, that was like the most highlight of my weekend was I went to my first rodeo, and then I stitched a little bit, um, and yeah. So okay, I know you guys are like stop talking about whatever. Let's get started with talking about stitchy things. I actually made notes. I was like trying to be more organized because I know that you guys don't like watching people that are just all over the place, which I'm all over the place. But anyway, so let's get started with my shout outs. Let's get that out of the way. So I've been watching a ton of Just Keep Stitching with Pam and Steph. I actually went back from their very first video and have been playing it since the beginning. So that's what's kind of keeping me company while I stitch. The two of them, they're super funny. I love them. Pam is into nautical stitching, and Steph loves cats. Um, but so far, since watching them, also Pam likes patriotic stitches too. So I've been kind of enjoying that, and it's been giving me ideas of things to stitch because again, I'm trying to branch out my stitching adventure. So check them out, Pam and Steph. I've also been watching a ton of cross stitch with Luda. Luda is so beautiful, not only on the outside, but her stitching as well. She loves to stitch Mirabilia, which I loved stitching Mirabilia. And she also stitches Rosewood Manor. I think right now her current whips um, is a Mirabilia, the Gypsy Mermaid, and the Halloween Quaker by Rosewood Manor is her two work in progress. So I been watching a ton of her, especially her English version, because she is a Russian channel Stitcher, so her older videos are more Russian, but I still watch it and just watch it for the stitching. So yeah, check her out. Cross Stitch with Luda. I've also been watching a ton of Stitch All the Things with Christina. She is fabulous. I love her tutorial for the grime guards or Q snap. What is that? Q snap frame holder. um, and it's fabulous. If you want a good tutorial, check her channel out. She is the one who taught me how to make my grime guards. And then I've also been watching a bit of the Weasley Studios with Phil and Drew. They're funny, and I've just been like just very much enjoying watching the both of them. So those are my current Flosstube lineup. Okay, see, I've been organized. Yay! And then my current whips. So there's really one project that I've kind of been working on, really two projects that I've kind of been working a ton of. And one of them is my, hang on, actually, I was going to do this and I completely did not even think about it. But let me remove all of my, hang on. Let me do this real quick while we're talking. So I'm going to show you guys my progress on the Garden Party by Mirabilia. So this is the one that is currently on my scroll holder and my Lowry stand. I kind of put it on there when we moved here at this house. And I've really been wanting to finish this so that I can have it framed. And then I can continue on working on... these magnets are so strong that it's like attaching itself with each other. Sorry guys. But anyway, I want to show you guys my progress. Because yesterday, I actually finished the other girl's dress. So that is my progress. I am going to be working on her today, and I'm hoping that I could get done with her skin and back stitching her by tomorrow. And then I want to stitch the grass on the bottom and then the lanterns and then of course the border, and then I should be done. So yeah, that is what I've been kind of stitching, especially yesterday. I think I stitched like 3 hours just working on the garden party. Okay, let me just fold this real quick. So that's that. I kind of posted something on Instagram about, so I've tried the whole trolley needle. I've tried railroading. And for some reason, my light thread stitches, especially with white, I just don't know what it is. It's like my stitches look like crap. So that stitching there is not the best. And I keep seeing all these floss tubers that have like really beautiful and very neat and just like complete even strokes. Kind of like Belinda from An Itch to Stitch. If you check out her white stitches, it's like, it's so pretty. So I don't know what else to do. So if you have a trick, if you just do like, I was just thinking maybe these people do 3 threads, or I don't know. But the 2 threads is just not working out for me. So I might just try stitching with three threads and see if that works better. So that is my progress with a garden party. Check that. And then, so I showed you guys my progress on this the other day. I have not really stitched on this project because I was missing a thread, and that is one thing I hate, is that having everything. Um, Although the white stitches here are not too bad on this one. Um, see, they're not as bad here, but I don't know what I did. But anyway, but I'm gonna stitch on this sometime today, and then I'm hoping to finish one of the, um, what do you call that? One of the squares from this series, um, because the threads I ordered finally came today. So I'm gonna work on that. And then the other whip I have, so right now I really only have 2 rotations that I'm currently doing every day. I don't do like the weekly rotations because that's just too much for me. So I like to actually stitch on things at least once a day. So 2 a day, it works good. I've been stitching on, this is Praiseworthy Stitches, Black Widow B&B. I think this is about a week worth of stitches. Yeah, about a week. So every night, this is what I'm working on. I am stitching this on Picture This Plus Murky. This was the recommended thread, and then I am also using all of the recommended threads that they have on the pattern. And this is my first time stitching Praiseworthy, and my first Halloween project. And this is when I'm like kind of struggling with the white. You guys can see it's not super even. So yeah, that's my struggle. The struggle is real. The struggle is real when you're stitching white. So anyway, yeah, those are the 3 that I'm working on. And then what else? Oh, I'm about to start a new project because I'm itching to start it, and I was like, you know what, I need to make this video before I actually begin. But let's go ahead and I guess go into haul. So yesterday my order from 123 Stitch came, and first of all, so remember like last week I made that one project bag. Well, since then I have made even more project bag. So this is my project bag for this particular project I'm going to be doing. And this is actually going to be the project bag for Rosewood Manor Inspiration. So I saw Luda do this one, and I've seen this before. I just don't remember where. But someone was stitching this, or it was on Instagram. And I just fell in love because it reminds me so much of my carpet around the house. I know, it's kind of strange, but I really love it. The intricate detail. I've never done something like this. Not hard, but this, I guess hard, challenging cross stitch before. And so I'm a little excited to begin this project. I know that it's normally stitched on 32 count, but I actually want my piece to be bigger because I want to put it somewhere in my house where it's very like an actual piece and one like the major piece on a wall. And so yeah, so I'm gonna go and stitch that. And then I made this project bag yesterday. I actually made a mistake and I had the zipper on one side, and so yeah, but anyway, this is my project bag. I'm getting better at making these. I think this is like my 6th, 5th bag. So yeah, fully lined. And then I picked the recommended fabric for it, which is the Moon Glow fabric by Picture This Plus on 28 count. So it looks like it's like yellow. I actually like it. I'm like, it's different. So, and I bought a half a yard of fabric because I think it should be enough border. I think it says 3 inches all around for the border, but I think I have enough space to do 4 inches around. So I'm gonna start this thing today. That's the plan. And then I also stitch a corresponding grime guard for it. I'm gonna put it first on a Q-snap, and then I'll see how I progress. And I think once, because I normally try to do is I stitch it first on a Q-snap so that I can like travel with it around the house. And then once it becomes a lot bigger and I stitch more of it, that's when I kind of change it to my scroll frame. But I'm hoping to be done with the garden party soon so that I can change it up. And then also stitch on the Enchanted Mermaid as well. Now that my stitch stuff are unpacked. But they're unpacked, but they're everywhere. So that's that. I got the pattern from Stash Unload, which was so lucky because I just happened to. I was actually about to buy the pattern, everything else on 123 Stitch, and then this one of my favorite seller on there. She's quick, and I've actually bought something else from her, like the Spring Queen by Mirabilia for like a good price. And the pattern was on really good shape. So she's the one who was selling these pattern. I was like, oh my gosh. And it's like in great condition. Like I don't even think it was used at all. So that's that. And then from 123 Stitch, I also bought, let's see, I have a ton. It's right here. So as you all may know, I started using, the Paco thread organizers. And so when you're using it, you use a ton of needle. And I mean, I must have gotten carried away, maybe a little bit carried away, because I have bought, I don't, like, I'm pretty sure that whoever put together my order at 123 Stitch is probably thinking, this girl is a needle junkie. Cause I'm like, add more stuff on add more needle packs on my my order. Look, I have like, I don't even know. Like a ton. I even used and opened a couple of these already to use from my other projects. And I've been kind of like just buying them left and right. But if you didn't know, my favorite needle of all the needles there is are these. They're the bohin needle and number 28. They are the best. And I have bought all of these needles. Last week I was a Flosstube. This week I'm a needle junkie. So, but anyway, like all these needles, these are just needles. I think I must have bought 40 or 50 packs of needles because I'm stitching all this project, and I have been using the package thread organizer, and you need like needles to make your stitching faster. And I really like it because then I can I save thread, and I also know where the needles are. So I bought needles. I am a needle junkie in a good way, a good needle junkie. And then I also bought the threads I need, the ones I'm missing. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh no. Anyway, I bought the threads I'm missing for the Little House I know what it is now. Little House Needleworks Farmhouse Christmas Series. So I bought all these. This is the one I was missing. And then I'm pretty sure I also, there's something else I was missing. I thought I ordered it. But anyway, Cherry Cobbler is such a pretty red. It's probably one of my favorite color there is. So I'm going to put it in my little bag now that we're talking. I'm trying to organize my life. So this is my project bag for, I don't know, did you guys see this the last time? I don't remember. But I also made this bag to hold all of my Farmhouse Christmas series stuff. So I bought those. And then I bought a spool of, do you say Krennic or Krynic? Krennic, whatever. Which got unraveled in the bag. It's white with glittery specks, if you guys can see. By the way, I'm recording this on my iPad again. I have no idea where my camera is. So, and then I also got these beads for the Praiseworthy Stitches, the Churchyard Christmas, which I am also gonna be starting next month, I hope. Once I get done with the garden party, I feel like I can add 2 more projects in there, and this as well. One more Krennic, which is a pretty red. And then for patterns from 123 Stitch, I bought the Mirabilia Design 25th Anniversary Collection pattern. And it has like these stuff in there, not just a pattern. So I got that. And just, I guess I bought this too. I bought Liberty Lane by Country Cottage Needleworks. I saw Made by Mama Joan stitched this in patriotic colors, and I really like it. But I also like this version too, even though it's very pastel. But I think it's cute. I even like how they finished it with a pillow. So we'll see how I stitch this thing. I also bought another Rosewood Manor. This is called Dogwood Lace, and oh my gosh, this is just gorgeous. It is so pretty. My idea for this when I stitch it is use white background and then blue threads, like blue hand-dyed thread. I just don't know where or what I'm gonna be, what kind of blue. So if you have any recommendation, that will be great. I want more like a blue, kind of like in like those old China ceramic patterns. That's the kind of blue I'm kind of thinking. And then of course I'm gonna put my husband and I's initial here. So yeah, I thought that's pretty. Anyway, yeah, this was actually sold out, and I got notification, and I had to add it to my cart before it sold out again. And then I bought another Praiseworthy Stitches. This is called December Snow. So pretty. The stitches, the fabric they use is Picture This Plus Nocturne on a 22, and it also use a ton of Weeks and Gentle Arts threads. I'm learning my floss stuff, my actual floss name that I should be using for these. And then I bought these because I fell in love. I actually saw Pam from Just Keep Stitching on their earlier videos, She stitched this and had it framed, and it is gorgeous. And then I also saw Mom made by Mama Joan. Um, she's currently stitching this, so I am in need of fabric recommendation. I'm thinking more like a blue, maybe blue or gray, like Confederate gray. I'm thinking about doing that on this, but then I'm concerned that that these part won't show up. So anyway, I'm conflicted. I don't know what I'm gonna use to stitch this on, but I thought it was pretty. And then maybe what I can do is do um, One Nation, 100 days of stitching. So like I can do maybe one state a day, stitch one state a day, and then all that good stuff. I don't know. What do y'all think? So, yeah, pretty. So that is what I got from 123 Stitch. A ton of needle and threads and patterns. And then I also got these pattern, but this one I got from my old local needle store in Pennsylvania called Stitch and Stuff in Reading, Pennsylvania. I signed up to get this thing automatically sent to me every month so that I can have the full series. So that's that. That's all I got from them. I'm gonna put stuff here. Y'all remember my project bag? I am actually using this project bag. They're actually pretty nifty because I just keep everything in one thing and it kind of keep all of my current whips organized and together. And then I walked into Hobby Lobs the other day and happened to go into their clearance aisle. And I picked this up. I've never stitched a stocking before, but this might not be my cup of tea, but this thing's like, I like Santa right here, and I also like the nutcracker over here, so that's pretty. I'm even thinking that maybe I can make one of them look like the Citadel uniform where our son went to college. But yeah, so that's that. And guess how much I paid for it? It's $2.49, and you get 4 patterns, 4 Christmas stocking patterns. So good deal. I also picked up this booklet by Hirschner called Loving Hearts, and it has all these patterns there. And I thought I really liked the house right here. I also like this thing right here. That's also cute. But anyway, so it comes with all of the patterns that you see on there. So $2.49. Then the last one is this one. It's called Retro Christmas, and this was only like $1.99, but it has all of this pattern you see up front, and then all of these on the back. I like the house. And how cute is this right here? So, yes. I might do, I don't know. I'm not a like Christmas ornament kind of girl, but you never know. I've just been doing a ton of things I don't normally do anyway. So, yeah. And then I want to show you guys my project bags that I worked on this week. So this one is the mermaid one. I love it. And then I also stitched another bag, and this one is the patriotic one. I'm gonna put my bygone stitches on there, and then I stitched another. Obviously, I am in love with this pattern. Oops, sorry guys, I went to try there. I am so in love with this pattern that I just gotta have them all in every color. My favorite version of this pattern actually is the one that's like white and blue. So it's kind of like gonna be my inspiration for what do you call that? For that one Rosewood Manor stitching that I wanna accomplish. And then because I am obsessed and I have no self-control and I don't even realize what I've been buying left and right, that it just comes in from in my mail and I'm like, oh, that's right, I bought this thing. But anyway, so I am Stash Unload. There's a couple of people that had been selling their Mirabilia patterns on there, so I was able to get a couple of things. The first one is the Butterfly Fairy, and this was the 25th anniversary edition one. I got this for $20 in good condition. Actually, looks like it was never opened, but I haven't even looked at it yet. So yeah, Stash Unload. And then this pattern, I don't know where I bought these. I don't know if it was eBay or Stash Unload. But this is also out of print, as well as the Butterfly Fairy. Yeah, this was stitched in 1995. And then I also bought, and I haven't even looked at it because there's still, this is how it came from the seller. This is the Winter Queen. I pretty much have all of the queens except for summer. But I have the spring, autumn, winter. So I guess I should buy it so that it completes my collection. And then I also bought this one. It's Crystal Symphony. And yeah, pretty cool. And then the last but not the least that I bought, I have to make sure this is the last one. Pretty sure. I don't even know. I'm surrounded by clutter. Is this the Villa Mirabilia by Mirabilia? Duh. Yeah, I bought her from a seller from Instagram, and it's one of those elusive OOPs. I thought the price was decent for these, considering they're out of prints and people are selling them for like $100 on eBay, and I'm not about to pay $100 on a cross stitch pattern. But anyway, I thought that I was branching out to other things, but apparently I can't stop. Mirabilia is always my favorite and my first go-to pattern of all time. So yeah, sorry folks. I am trying though. I am stitching. I mean, two of the things I'm stitching is not Mirabilia at the moment. So I guess that's progress, right? But anyway, so that's it. Oh, I also decided to start Florentina all over again from the beginning. Only because if I'm going to put a lot of time and effort into stitching the dress area and the dress part, I think I just need to just suck it up and start over. Because looking at it, I did stitch part of her body, but at least it's not the whole face, and I did not do like the 10th stitch on it yet, or whatever. Yeah, so that's that. What are my plans for the next 2 weeks of August? I plan on finishing the garden party, which I really hope I'm done by this weekend. I am gonna begin Rosewood Manor inspiration today, as well as stitch on the Farmhouse Christmas by Little House Needleworks. And then I don't know if I'm going to put any time onto stitching the Halloween one tonight. But I stitched in two places, my stitching chair and on the bed. And so when I'm on our bed, I have this basket beside me. And this has my current, like my Halloween whips that can travel, or anything in Q-snaps are in here, so that I can bring it with me, especially on the weekends when my husband wants to go into work. And so what we do is, so that I'm also spending time with him, even though he's actually working in his office, I would bring my stitchy things with me, and I would just sit there in his office while he's working. So that's kind of like our husband and wife time, and it works because I'm like, I'm happy, I'm here stitching, and I'm with you. So yeah, that is it, folks. Oh, also, I'm thinking about starting the Christmas one, the other Christmas pattern I have from Praiseworthy Stitches. The fabric is already on the key snap. I just need to start it. So I think I'm gonna do that this next 2 weeks. So I'm gonna have like garden party, Praiseworthy Black, the Halloween one, Rosewood Manor. I'm gonna have the Country Cottage Needleworks. No, right? Is that garden party? Country Cottage, Little House. Praiseworthy 4. So five current whips that I'm actively stitching, and then I also ordered 2 more of those Paco thread organizers to get me kind of organized. But I really liked it. It served its purpose, and I might just buy more of that because I like it so much. But anyway, that is it for you guys. It's 40 minutes, 36 minutes. Still pretty long, but thank you all for watching. Thank you for those people who have mentioned me in their videos. I know Diana has mentioned my video, as well as Belinda from An Itch to Stitch. I really appreciate it. This community had been just awesome, and to be honest, like stitching that, especially stitching the garden party, the dress part with all of the transitions of the colors, that thought I was gonna have to put it down because I was getting bored. But with Flosstube and everybody just being so nice and motivating, I was like, you know what, I can do this. I'm gonna power through it. So I did, and I'm done with the dress part. So thank you all. Just really, it means so much. Thank you for people who added me on Instagram, and for your kind words and your comments. It's just so, it just touches my heart, and it makes doing these videos and putting yourself out there worthwhile. But anyway, I love you all. Have a great week, the rest of your week. I hope you get some stitching done, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.